Hey guys, it's me, Cassandra from Mobile Om Yoga, and I'm so excited to bring you a special treat today. I am here live right next to the San Antonio River in front of another piece that is commissioned by our sponsors for this class, the San Antonio River Foundation. The piece I'm featuring today, you can see right behind me, hanging underneath the overpass. And this piece is done by an artist in Philadelphia by the name of Donald Lipsky, and it's entitled Fish. And the cool thing about this piece, much like a lot of the other art portals that we've been exploring on the San Antonio River, is that the artist really attempted to merge the natural world with our current urban dynamic. So bringing to life these fish underneath such a corridor for transportation. This is a Highway 35 right behind me. And what's really cool about it as well is that these fish are actually fish that are native to the San Antonio River, which are called the long-eared sunfish. So it's a really cool piece. If you haven't been out here, I'm right here under the I-35 corridor along the San Antonio River Walk on the Museum Reach side. And one of the coolest times to come to this particular piece is at night, because the fish behind me are all lit from the inside and they create a beautiful iridescent glow. So I'm so excited to bring you this practice live today, thanks to our sponsors, the San Antonio River Foundation, as we explore another one of their beautiful art portals for this practice. So for those of you at home, thank you so much for tuning in to this online virtual class, and unroll your mat and let's begin. All right, we're going to begin today's practice in a seated position, nice and comfy on your mat, and the ankles are crossed, whichever one feels most comfortable, cross in front of the other. So the mudra I'm gonna use for today's practice is going to bring your palms together, cross your thumbs, interlace all your fingers, and just leave your index finger pointing up, just your pointer finger. This particular mudra is the gesture for pouring out and letting go. So today's practice, we're really going to focus on this idea of tuning into those areas where we perhaps feel a little extra physical tension or perhaps a little extra mental stress. And we're going to really focus on where we can pour out, release, and let go. So taking this mudra, we'll begin right at the heart center. Shoulders rolling down the back, sit bones nice and grounded, and go ahead and allow the eyelids to close. Taking a long, deep breath in through your nose. Pause at the top. Go ahead and soften the shoulders. Exhale out completely. Pausing once again at the bottom, checking in at anywhere you can find extra softness. Inhale again. Pause at the top, soften the face, the shoulders. Exhale, empty out. One more deep breath in through the nose. This time, open your mouth and pour out that exhale with a nice long sigh. Go ahead and inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands down onto the knees. We're going to begin to wake up the spine here, unwinding into a big circular motion. So this particular practice is called the Sufi grind. And we're going to start going in one direction. So either direction is fine. And we'll switch in just a little bit. But you'll match that front part with an inhale and that back part with an exhale. So you're inhaling like you're stirring a pot, exhaling it back. Just continue to move in these big circles as you begin to wake up at the very base of your spine. Let's take about 2 more big circles in this direction. And then when you get to the back, pause, and on your next inhale, begin to circle your whole body in the opposite direction. Drawing that nice big circle with your heart. And on this time, we're going to begin to spiral inward. So creating smaller circles with each rotation until you find yourself making really small circles right around the spine. And then maybe closing your eyes once you've come back to center and still get a sense of that spiraling motion of energy. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. Switch the crossing of your legs, bringing the opposite ankle in front. Go ahead and take your hands to the front of your shins, and we're gonna take spinal rocks here, or like a seated cat-cow. So you're gonna inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, really tilt forward on the pelvis as you arch the spine. Exhale to round it out, tuck the chin, curl the tailbone. So moving on your own, inhaling, lifting up and open, exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, lift heart up and open. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, up and open. And exhale, tuck and round. One more time, inhale, up and open. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, finding a nice tall spine. And on your exhale, you can release your hands. We're gonna stretch the arms out really wide, side to side. Turn your palms to face up towards the sky. Go ahead and bring the palms of your hands or the fingertips onto your shoulders, keeping the elbows shoulder height. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. This particular practice is called a washing machine. So you think of the inside of a washing machine. We'll start out slowly as you inhale right elbow forward and then exhale the left elbow forward. So inhale right elbow, exhale left elbow, and then try to get it going with a little momentum. So your breath gets a little quicker, and you begin to use that momentum to really lubricate this twisting motion of the spine. Perhaps you feel a little bit of freedom in some places that sometimes seem pent up or tense. Just a couple more rotations here. And after your next exhale, come into center. Take an inhale. Really lift the crown as you drop the shoulders. And then exhale, just let the hands unravel and melt down and bring the palms onto the knees or thighs. So working up into the shoulders, this next pose, you're gonna inhale, shrug the shoulders up, exhale, drop them down. So inhale, shrug them up, exhale, drop them down. Inhale, shrug, exhale, drops. Inhale, shrug, exhale, drop. Once again, try to speed it up, getting that momentum to allow gravity to really pull the shoulders down with each exhale. This is a great way to start to awaken your attention to those pesky places in your neck and shoulders where we can carry some unnecessary tension, tightness. All right, take just a couple more, and we're gonna end with the shoulders shrugged up to the ears. So on the next inhale, shrug them up, hold, 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 squeeze, feel all that energy coming into the sides of the neck. And then a big exhale as you melt the shoulders all the way down the back. All right, go ahead and switch your legs one more time, almost done with the seated portion of the class. You're gonna inhale, bring the hands back together, finding that mudra. I also like to call this like my Charlie's Angels mudra. So you might hear me call it that, your Charlie's Angels mudra. You know, we're gonna eliminate all of our stress. We're gonna pour out all that no longer serves us. And from here, you're gonna inhale and start to reach that mudra up towards the sky. As you get nice and tall through the fingertips, squeeze the arms up around your ears and try to slide your shoulders down the back. So inhaling tall. As you exhale, just lean over to the right. Stay here for a couple of breaths, trying to keep opening that left shoulder back. Maybe you use that right arm as a little pillow for your ear. Inhale into center, and then exhale over to the left. Keeping both sit bones rooted, that right shoulder opening, maybe using the inside of the left arm for a pillow. And then one more time, inhale, reach it up, really stretch tall, maybe the gaze comes up. And then as you exhale, reaching long, folding all the way forward. Fingers come to the ground, shoulders roll back, and maybe the head drops in between the arms. Take a breath in and out here. On your next inhale, start to lift yourself all the way back up, stretch tall. And as you exhale, release your hands all the way down. All right, we're gonna turn over onto the hands and knees. Take the knees nice and wide here. Sit the hips back on the heels. Find child's pose, walking your arms all the way towards the front of the mat, bringing the forehead down onto the ground. Take a deep breath in here. Pause at the top and then sigh it out. Almost like you're fogging the mirror. Opening the mouth again. Inhale. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, start to walk the fingertips a little longer. And with your exhale, sit your hips a little deeper. On your next inhale, you're going to walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat, keeping your hips squared to the back. And maybe you take that left hand and set it on top of your right hand. Softening the left shoulder back down, that left hip rooting to the left heel. Maybe a slight engagement as you into that right side as you breathe and open the left ribs here. Soften the shoulders from the ears. Take one more breath in. And exhale to empty. On your inhale, start to walk your hands through the center. And then on the exhale, straight to the other side, bringing them to the left side. Maybe the right palm settles on top of the left. Forehead comes back. Right shoulder softening down. Right hip sitting back towards the heel. Slight engagement in the left body as you breathe open the right rib cage. One more breath in and out here. And the next inhale, walk your hands back into the center of the mat. Stay here for your exhale. Pressing through the palms on your inhale, coming all the way up into a tabletop pose, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Cat-cow here, inhale, the belly drops and the gaze lifts. Exhale, tuck the chin, round it out. Inhale, belly drop, gaze lift. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, inhale, belly drop, gaze lift. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Inhale into neutral spine, pause. You're gonna begin to come back to sitting on your heels, keeping your body upright. So when you come to sitting on your heels, you're just gonna take your hips and kind of bump them off over to the right side. So you're sitting onto the inside of your heels here. Your left hand's gonna come right to the outside of your feet. You're gonna inhale that right arm up and take it into a side body stretch here. Reaching through the right fingertips and rooting through the right sit bone. So you have options here. If tension in the shoulders and neck is a thing for you often, just kind of let your head go. We don't have to hold it up here. Be conscious of sliding that right shoulder down. On your inhale, start to rise all the way back up. This time you're gonna plant that right hand to the outside of your right hip. You're gonna begin to press into that right hand and up onto the right knee. Straighten your left leg out and then extend through the opposite side. A little bit of a modified side plank here. Big, full, deep breath, stretching out long. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bend that left knee to meet your right. Settle back into the center of your hips. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, lift and bump your hips over to the left side. Right hand's gonna anchor to the side of your feet. Inhale, reaching that left arm up, and then taking a side body stretch over to the right side. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe letting that head go completely. Focusing on that big, deep, full breath, opening the left side body. On your inhale, start to rise. Left hand comes outside of the left hip. You're gonna have to lift up onto that left knee, straighten the right leg out. Right arm reaches up and then all the way over, finding that side body stretch on the right side. One more breath in and out. On your next inhale, start to bend the right knee to meet your left, coming all the way back, sitting on the heels. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, finding that mudra, that Charlie's Angel grip. Slide the shoulders down. And as you exhale, hands come down to meet the floor. Walk them forward into tabletop pose. Tuck your toes. Make your way into your first downward facing dog. Bending one knee, walking out to the feet, letting the opposite heel root down. And then pause, allowing both heels to soften towards the mat. Breathing in and emptying out. Let's take one more breath in. Empty it out. Then look forward to the top of your mat and slowly begin to walk your feet to meet your hands. On your inhale, halfway lift, heart guides the way. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, we're gonna root through the feet, rise all the way up. Come up to standing, and as you come into your upward salute, interlace your hands into that index finger mudra. We're gonna press through the heels and lift up. And then it's called the mudra of pouring out and letting go. So I like to imagine like I'm a little teapot, and then tip me over and pour me out. So tip over to the right side, shift your hips over to the left. Again, you can let your head fall to the inside of your arms here. Use that engagement between the grip of your hands to pull the fist away, deepen the stretch. Inhale, come back to center. I'm a little teapot. Tip me over to the left side. Press the hips over to the right. Big full breath. Maybe using that left arm as a pillow. One more breath. In and out. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, release your hands. Bring them all the way back. Kind of shake out the arms for a moment. All right, we're gonna find that same mudra, but this time kind of behind the back. So there might be a bend in the elbows as you interlace the hands, and then just stick out that index finger. Wrap the elbows back. We're gonna inhale, lift up through the chest, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Soft bend in the knees as you exhale, start to fold forward, leading with the heart. So the hands can stay resting right here on the low back. Let your neck and head get free. If you're feeling extra frisky, you want to get deeper in the shoulders, start to press the pinky finger or the pointer finger up and away from your low back. Keep your neck nice and free. You can shake it yes and no. Take an inhale, halfway lift, hands come back to the back. Exhale, bring the fingertips all the way to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat, step your feet back. First chaturanga, first flow. Lowering all the way to the belly. Finding just a cobra here. Squeezing those elbows in, navel draws up. And then lower down. Meeting in downward facing dog. Press your hips all the way up and back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, empty out. One more just like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, empty. Inhale, look forward to the hands. Walk, step or float, feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. So we're gonna do that one breath, one movement. Starting with the inhale to rise all the way up. Interlace your hands. As you exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands and grasp them behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest, lift high. Exhale, take it down, forward fold. Your option to keep the hands on the back or lift them up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, palms root down, chaturanga of your choice. Perhaps going a little more challenging, hovering for your chaturanga, hovering for your upward dog. Meeting with the hips high, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, in and empty. Deep breath in. Empty out. And the last one here, fill up. Then get completely empty. Try to get light. Walk, step, or quietly float all the way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. This time, chair pose. As you sit the hips back, you're gonna find our mudra right in front of your chest. So pressing into the fingertips, pulling the shoulders back, sinking the hips low. So you can stay right here or extend your mudra above the head. If this brings tension to the shoulders, remember, this is a mudra of letting go. So pour out that tension. Pour the shoulders down the back. One more breath in. And as you exhale, fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga or Nataranga. Feel free to skip the push-ups and come straight to downward dog. Pour out and let go in your practice what no longer serves you. On your inhale, right heel lifts high to the sky. On your exhale, you're going to mindfully step your right foot forward. We're finding warrior one feet. Spinning the left heel about 45 degrees open. Bring your hands onto your hips. Bending the right knee over your ankle. You're wrapping the right hip back, left hip forward, and then sealing into the outer edge of your back foot. So get nice and strong in your legs here. Find your mudra in front of your chest, index finger pointing up towards the sky, shoulders coming down. Inhale, staying here, reaching the arms up towards the sky. When you're reaching high, those shoulders soften down the back. Stay anchored in the back foot. Get a little higher on your inhale. We're taking it into a side body stretch. So you're just bending over towards that right side, pressing into the back foot, pulling. We're using your right hand to pull on that left hand. Get a little deeper stretch to the side body. Inhale, coming back to center. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down around your right foot. Step right foot to meet the left, straight to downward dog, or take an extra chaturanga here if you'd like. Coming through, meeting us in downward facing dog. This time, inhale the left leg high. As you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Right heel spins down 45 degrees, rising up, hands to hips. Sinking into your left knee. Square the hips towards that front side of your mat. Then hands come together at the heart center, pointing the index finger towards the sky. Roll the shoulders back. Stay anchored in the feet. Get long if you choose through the arms. Take them up to the sky. Inhale tall. As you exhale, lean to the left, taking that side body stretch. Re-anchor into the right heel. Maybe tug a little bit through that left hand. Get nice and open in the right side body. On your next inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, hands come to the mat. Come to the ball of your right foot, and let's skip it. Just take it to a forward fold this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, finding your mudra in front of the chest. Inhale, start to step into that right foot, draw your left knee up. You're gonna take it up. Inhale, maybe the arms come up, challenge yourself here. We're gonna tick-tock forward, finding our warrior three pose. Kick through that left heel. Again, hands can be at the heart, challenging your balance. And then we're gonna bend into the right knee, step back, and then open up into goddess pose. So you're just gonna open that back toe to the back of the mat, and then bring your hands into your heart center, bend in both knees. So we're gonna get a little bit into the hips here. Inhaling to straighten, pointing the finger up to the sky. Exhaling to bend deep, come back to the heart. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, stretch it up. Last time, exhale, come down and keep it low. Nice. Sink the hips a little bit lower, tucking the tailbone down. On your inhale, straighten the legs, reach your arms high to the sky. And then try to turn yourself over that right side. Keep the right leg straight. Back foot comes parallel to the back of your mat. We're gonna inhale, reach forward, bring your right hand to the right shin, left hand towards the sky, stacking up into our triangle pose. Nice and grounded through the feet as you lift up, trying to open that left shoulder back even further. Deep breath in, empty it out. Now look down to your right foot, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're cartwheeling that left hand to the inside of your right foot. Start to bend into the right knee. You may have to wiggle your back foot back a little bit. Coming into a twisting lunge, inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take your right hand down towards the mat. Right heel reaches high. Inhale here. And as you exhale, one more time, bring that right foot forward. We're staying on the ball of the back foot, challenging the balance a little more, but hands to heart center. Find your mudra. So really having to zip in those thighs to get stable here. You can keep the hands at the heart or extend them up tall. Inhale high. As you exhale, lean over towards the right. Knowing you can always drop that back knee for stability if you need it. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, bring the hands back into your heart, keeping that mudra. This time as you exhale, we're going to twist. Start to take your left elbow forward, lean forward. See if you can hook it to the outside of that right knee. You can stay on the ball of the back foot or drop the knee for stability. Pressing into the palms, opening up the chest. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then look down into your right foot. Start to shift forward. Just step your left foot to meet the right foot, twisting chair. And then inhale, stretch all the way up to the sky, fingertips high. Exhale, sit back into a chair, hands to heart center. Stepping into that left foot, inhale, reach the right knee up first, three-legged or one-legged Tadasana. We're taking it into warrior three, so hands can stay here or reach it out, a little more challenging. Start to tick-tock the heart forward, kicking that right foot back. Take a pause here, inhale. As you exhale, bending into the right knee, right toes find the mat, turning open into goddess. Facing the other side, bring the hands to heart center. Again, we're gonna do 3 squats. So inhale, stand up. Exhale, come down. Ha. Inhale up. Exhale down. Ha. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down, stay down. Press the palms, roll the shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. Stay deep, exhale. As you inhale, start to straighten yourself up. We're turning to triangle over the left side. So back foot parallel to the back of your mat, left toes facing forward, arms come parallel. Inhale, stretch long through the left fingertips. Left hand down, right arm up, triangle other side. Big breath in, opening that right shoulder back. One more breath in, exhale it out. Now inhale, look down to your left foot. We're bringing that right arm all the way around to the inside of the left foot, walking that right foot back as you sink the hips low. Left hand to the thigh, reaching that left arm up towards the sky. Stretching up and open. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, left hand down, left heel sweeps all the way to the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left foot comes back forward. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Hands come to your heart center. Finding that mudra. Pouring out and letting go. You can keep the hands right here at your heart. Or extend the pointer fingers up towards the sky. Slide the shoulders down, get low. Challenging the balance. Inhale high. Exhale, lean over to the left. You can drop the back knee for stability at any time. Taking one more breath in the side bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take an inhale here. Exhale into a twist as you lean forward, right elbow, left thigh. Inhale the heart long. Exhale, twist open. Again, back knee, great for stability. Use your palms to help open up the chest. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, look to your left foot, start to shift forward, step right foot to meet your left, and then inhale all the way back up. And exhale, release the hands all the way down. Just shake it out, finding your Tadasana at the top of your mats. All right, inhale, let's reach all the way up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Taking your chaturanga here, palms to the mat, stepping back. You can take a full chaturanga, or we're just gonna meet on the belly. So if you're really ready just to come to the belly, come to the belly. Otherwise, come to down dog, inhale forward to high plank, and then come down onto your belly. So this next one, we're gonna find that mudra once again behind the back. So the reverse version of it, keeping the elbows bent, interlacing your hands and pointing your index finger towards your heels. So it's okay to leave the hand at the low back here, no big deal. What we wanna really wrap those elbows towards one another and slide the shoulders down the back. On the next inhale, lift your chest up, really activate the mudra by pressing your knuckles long. And then you can lift the legs here, flying high. Deep, full breaths, 2 more. Last breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands, bring your right ear to the mat, and just breathe fully here. Noticing how you feel. You know, we use this practice to physically wring out, to pour out what no longer serves us. Also mentally noticing any mental habits we have that we can release here on the mats. All right, come back to center. We're gonna do that one more time. So finding that interlace of the hands, index finger long. And inhale, lift the chest. Press the knuckles back, lift the legs. Full expression of your locust pose here. Squeeze it up, lift, inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale, lower, opposite ear comes to the ground. Long, full, deep breaths to relax and release here. Bringing your hands under the shoulders. And then press yourself up and back into child's pose. Hips come to meet the heels. And this time, leave the knees narrow. Let the hands come back by the feet and drape your shoulders over your knees. It's like a little cocoon. Take a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, begin to lift your chest away from your thighs. Just scoot your hips to one side and begin to extend your legs all the way out in front of you. Moving the flesh away from your sit bones, keeping your legs nice and long with a little soft bend in your knees. Let's find your mudra one last time here. And inhale, reach your arms high, slide the shoulders down. And you're going to extend like you're drawing a line all the way forward until you can't go any further. Pause. See if you can get a little longer, maybe by softening the knees. And then as you exhale, let your hands go, let your head go, relax into your forward folds. Long, full, deep breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. And we're going to take an exhale to lie down all the way onto your back. All right. Draw your knees up and in towards your chest. And then take your hands towards your ankles, or maybe you interlace the hands to the outsides of your feet. Heels are coming close to the body, knees press away. Finding a butterfly, a bound butterfly. Really allowing softness into the hips here. And then taking your hands onto the feet, find happy baby, soles of the feet up towards the sky. Long, full, deep breath here. Keeping a hold of your right foot. Let go of your left leg and extend it out really long. Half happy baby. And then you're gonna bring that right knee so it stacks over your hip. And then you're gonna use your left hand to take your knee across the body, all the way over to the left side. And then you're gonna inhale. Let's stretch your right arm up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you're gonna open it like a book as you open it all the way out to the right side. Maybe the chin comes to follow the hand as you gaze over the fingertips. Big full body breaths. Our twists are a natural way for our body to detoxify. And we can facilitate this pouring out, this letting go by enhancing our exhale, the energy we put into that release. Your next inhale, bring the knee back to stack over the chest, opening it wide, back into that half happy baby. And then go ahead and bring your left knee up and find your full happy baby, both knees into the armpits. And this time keeping that left foot in your hand, the right leg will extend long, half happy baby. A couple of breaths here. And then bringing the left knee to stack over your hip, using your right hand, guiding your knee all the way across to the left side, or to the right side. Left arm first stretches straight up and above your head, and then start to open it like a book all the way out to that left side. And then big, beautiful breaths here. Emphasizing the exhale to help release. And then on your next inhale, begin to bring that left knee back up. Take it open. This time, draw your right knee to meet your left and hug both knees into the center of your chest. Just rock from side to side, any kinks coming out of the low back. And then nose up towards your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. Inhale and hold it in. And then exhale, release. Stretch your legs out long. Let your palms come out wide. Open up towards the ceiling. I like to walk the shoulder blades under myself to hold my heart up here. Inhale and exhale. Perhaps bringing into mind something that came up for you in this practice that you're ready to pour out or let go. In each exhale, you can say, I release disease. I release tension. I release fear. And perhaps you use the inhales to invite in something new. I receive peace. I receive love. I receive ease. So using these last few moments to release or receive whatever has come up for you. And this is really the culmination of our practice. Everything else has prepared us to be more connected, more conscious of our wisdom, our innate ability to choose that which nourishes us and release that which no longer feeds us, which we no longer need. Inhaling, I receive. Exhaling, I release. I receive the now. I release the past. Taking just a few more mindful moments to yourself here. As you're ready, begin to wake up your fingers and toes. I'm going to take one last stretch. Take the arms overhead. Find your mudra one last time here and use that tension in the knuckles to really stretch out nice and long. And then go ahead and walk your heels over to the right and point your fingers over to the right. We call this banana asana, taking a little side body stretch. Inhale through center, exhale, taking it to the other side, banana asana. And inhaling back to center, one more stretch. Exhale, knees into the chest. And then just rock yourself upright or roll over upright. Make your way back where we began, finding a nice comfortable seat. We're gonna close with our mudra or our seal for pouring out and letting go. Bringing that index finger right in front of the heart. Roll the shoulders back, close the eyes. Take a moment to tune back into yourself. Tune back into the reason you showed up today. Acknowledging the experience you've had, the wisdom you've cultivated. Taking one last moment to inhale in to receive whatever it is, whatever blessing you'd like to draw in for yourself. And one last exhale to release whatever it is that you no longer wish to carry. And then as a virtual community, we'll close our practice in the universal hum of Om. This hum of consciousness that celebrates our unity and celebrates our innate wisdom. So a cleansing breath first, in through the nose. Exhale it out. Inhale to Om. Now allow all 5 fingers to come together into your salutation seal, allowing the thumbs to come to your third eye to acknowledge this virtual community we've created. From the light in me, I acknowledge the light within each of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.